So what we're going to be doing today on my 2017 Desert Hawk is installing these little bad boys right where these red ones are. I'll try to make this as quick as possible like I always do. Thanks. We do have to take out the entire back bumper. That means taking out your tail light and a whole bunch of extra stuff that I wasn't prepared for, but here I'm going to make you prepared. First thing to do, go inside, remove the cover off of the inside panel here, reach in past the little fuse box in there, feel for this T-handle, left turn, takes the tail light off in one hit. It just sits over there. There's a plug in the back. When you get to it, see if I can do it, there's a little button right here. You push down on it, pull out. Next, along with the 3 Phillips heads that were here, there are 2 up here. These aren't lying right here, like that. These are all clips here. What you want to do is carefully lift up, get underneath of the green clips that go in this location with your panel tool, or if you're like me, I use a nail puller. This is very old. I've used it for 100 years, it feels like. Get underneath of those. There's a broken one. That's not a broken one. Actually, that is a 7mm that sits in there. And to get to that, even with my smallest ratchet, I did have to take these off. Once you get up to this point, if you lift up on this piece, it seems to pop right off. I did break one there. So that's where I'm at now. You have T30, T30 right there. Down here, there's 3. There's another T30. And the Phillips head, you can leave the little T25 there. And there's a T30 in the middle. Take all that off. Once you have it off, the standard retainer clip right here, that's in there, means you lift up and out. It pops right out. Got a little hung up here because it felt like it was stuck. Nope, same thing, up and out. And now we'll do the other side, and if I need any auxiliary shots as I'm going, I'll take them for you now. Okay, we're on the passenger side now. When I just took the light out, the plug on this side's upside down, so you'll be pinching on the bottom. What I did forget is this little guy here. It's just a thumb screw kind of acorn nut. You just take that off, fold it aside. Very careful if you have a second person to do it. Make sure that they stand here and make sure this is up and out of the way because it keeps flopping back down when you pull this out to get that retainer clip on the side done. All right, luckily not too many extra steps involved. The bumper is off. Set it on something soft if you really care about it, obviously. There you can see is the pieces we'll be exchanging today. First thing that you notice with this kit when you get it is that it does have these 2 plugs, one with a red and black, one with a white and black, but there's no extra plug down here that matches that. This might be something here. It might be a trailer plug. This in the center, if you're wondering, is your keyless entry antenna right there, but nothing else to speak of. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the bench and see which one of these wires in the kit does what. Okay, for those that might be interested, here's a quick look at how I kind of figured out what I needed to know to keep moving forward with this. This is my power supply there, a bunch of knobs and stuff. Basically, I can make a battery out of it. 12-volt source, and it goes in, and as you can see, I cut off the ends because they're useless. They don't connect to anything after looking at the manufacturer's ad and everything. And after a couple trial and error, as you can see, I have the 2 black wires from the plug going together into the ground lead and the positive going onto the red wire. And what that gives us, if we turn it up, is obviously our red here, which is in line with what the manufacturer says. So if we take the positive and move it, over to the white wire and try it, we should get, aha, there we go. Now all we got to do is find that on the car out there. Okay, back at the vehicle. It took me a little while here, but I do know which one is the brake wire and which one is the reverse wire now. Try to show you this. The far right I have marked as brake. It is green and white. And it's the second one from the left with the plug upwards as such. It's a blue and white, and I have that pegged as the reverse. We should only need this on one side, so we'll try to go with that. There was a conflict, actually, let me say that right next to the far right one for the brakes, there's a green and red, and that one also showed up as 12 volts whenever you hit the brake. I'm not sure what the difference is, but if one doesn't work, I'll just switch to the other one, and I'll let you know later. Okay, just for you guys, I rigged together this kind of janky setup to show and my thought process and the whole investigation of what we did. So with the help of an assistant, we're going to go ahead and hit the brakes. All right, let up off the brakes. Turn the knob to the parking lights. All right, hit the brake. Foot up. Lights off. Put it in reverse. And there we go. Now all I got to do is make it permanent. Okay, so we're looking at it installed now. Very easy. The holes lined up. There was no issues with it. And we can see this is a top-down view of it here. Like I said, went right in. Looks good. I don't want to flip my bumper over right now, so hang tight. I'll be right there. Okay, well, I did a test on it, put it all back together almost, and then decided to test it, and lucky I did, because I completely forgot about the turn signals. Rookie mistake. So, we have an alteration to the wires. Left side, the reverse, is the blue and white. The brake is, let me just double check, green and white. And now on the right side, it is green with a black stripe for the blinker. I think that we'll be okay using the same reverse for both. All right, see you in a bit. So we have to kind of break here because I missed a huge step in the process where I explained how I kind of integrated all of those other wires from the actual vehicle into the harness for the auxiliary lights that we added today. As you can see on the screen, there's a diagram with the colors of the wires that hopefully gets you where you need to be with splicing in all those wires. If there's anything I left out, just let me know. So there's the finished result after we worked out the turn signal ordeal. The only thing that I don't like about it is that now I need LED bulbs in the taillights because the normal incandescents seem to lag behind a little bit, like with the braking and the turn signal, but looks good. Some interesting things here. Looking at this as face value, it looks like there's a gap around here, but there's not. It just kind of looks like it might be off-centered a little bit. So if there was anybody out there from the manufacturer watching, I mean, I can kind of see how that might annoy some people there. You might be able to get away with the gasket there, and it's the same on the other side, so it's not just an isolated thing. It looks like a gap, but you can't stick barely a fingernail in there. It's all the lens. It seems a little off center in the housing there. But yeah, getting the green clips from underneath the fender wells was definitely a challenge. My suggestion there is to, as carefully as you can, pull it off and towards the back as you do it. Kind of like get the bottom ones here out with the tool, and then these ones kind of have channels that face like this with two in the front that face this way. So if you break these two off and then these all remain, when you go in there to try to pull them out, at least you'll have 4 out of the 6 or 8 or whatever it is in there. And then get behind there with a pair of needle nose pliers and kind of pinch the backs of those and pull out with a pry tool on the front. That's how I was able to get most of them out. But yeah, I'm down to like 3/4 on both panels, but it's holding. There's no crunchy, there's no gaps or anything, so it worked well enough. Good luck, and I'll be answering questions.